Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Target. Stand.
Check 26. Wide. Get wide. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look. Squeeze.
Showing it. Check. Fresno. Watch the twist.
Go.
Hey. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Go.
Tighten up.
Ready.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
49. Check 49. Hey, Sam on.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Me and you all day.
Go.
On first down, Mayo. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mayo. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
6-6, pull it high. Rush in.
They'll try the left side. Mayo. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now. Mayo. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Guard.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
You're out.
Check play ball. Joker. Jam. Check it, hot read.
Yep.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Under 10.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here's the part now. Slam. Check 31.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Down. 18 Gator. 80 weapon.
They'll run on first down. Mayo. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
General West.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Mayo. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Good enough to move the chains.
First down, Bengals.
Set up, 8, read. Protein spell. Get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Mayo, and he stopped immediately there. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Mayo. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
64,
Now Joe Mixon. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. Mayo. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 26-yard line.
Set. 90, Wolf.
Watch the run.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Mayo. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A tackle made by Todd Davis. On second down now, Mayo. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, first down.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. First and goal, Cincinnati.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
6-man. Check.
Off the play fake. Kern. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll run with Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Mayo, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Say.
They'll try the left side. Mayo, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off play action. Kerr. And he finds Stills complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go, G. All day. Defense all day. All day. Watch it.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check the screen. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Snap.
On 1st down, Kerr. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake. Kerr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get a big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Austin Eckler, 85 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You remember me? You remember
Chopper!
On second down, Mayo. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Check, lucky, lucky.
Any weapon.
Hey, check 24.
On third down, Mayo. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ready? Look, squeeze.
Off play action. Kerr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Ready,
Well,
set.
they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Kerr. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
51 to Mike.
Snap.
From the gun, Kerr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Set. Ready? 18 Gator.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
No. Protein spill. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Mayo, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing on first down. Kerr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Mayo. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Mayo. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Now they're going to hold serve. The defense stops them. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mayo. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Mayo. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cincinnati.
On 1st down, Mayo. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mixon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Turner. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Turn up. Kill.
Hey, Sam off. Check 22.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Show it up.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hard.
Once more, here's Eckler. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Eckler. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, block it. Rush in.
Here is Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Room here to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. Mayo. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off-play action. Kern. He's got his man, Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check it out, read.
Under 10. Under 10. Five.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mayo. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's Eckler again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Look at me. Score. Score.
Check out,
Go.
Eckler, they run left side. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. Breaks free again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Go now. 91.
Put him on the punches. Let's put that team on the punch.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
And Lobo. Hey, Haywood.
51 the mic. You got nothing to do.
Off the play fake. Kerr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
On the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Off play action. Kerr. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
51 the mic.
Hey, high 7.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. But go.
Back to throw. Kerr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 52. Yo, Cheetah. Sponge. Hey, Sam on.
Switch. Check 99.
Ready?
They'll try the right side with Eckler. He finds an opening past the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
You certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Second down, McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch twist.
Hard. Check 37. Hey. Go.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Go.
Mike's 59.
Get it.
They run once more with McKinnon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the backer. Alert flare. Switch gears. Check 43. Out.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Big grip.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go. 60 yards. Shoot.
They'll run again with Bernard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Back.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Ready?
On third down, Bernard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Cincinnati, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.